And today is a brand new day. Besides the fact that right now it's it's hot enough to fry eggs on the sidewalk, we finally got the inspection report from the inspector. Apparently there was some kind of miscommunication. He told us we were going to have the report on Saturday, the next day, and the report didn't arrive. And I waited, and it was Sunday, which was Father's Day, and I didn't want to bother him. But I was like, I'm going to bother him anyway, so I did. Anyways, moral of the story, we got the report. I'm actually going to head over to the office right now because it's air conditioning, nice and cool. So with a snap of my fingers, see, magic of movies. So this morning, two things to do is, number one is to review the inspection report, which I finally received, actually an edited version of it. And the second thing is I have to line up more open houses for the week. Had a chance to review the inspection report. My client has some concerns about a couple things, so we're waiting for the inspector to clear a little bit of time in his schedule to call and talk to my client, see if they can figure it out. So far I've contacted probably about 15 agents who have houses here in Long Beach. Usually what I do is I call agents that are out of the area. It may not be easy for them to do an open house, and so what I do is I just send them a text message and let them know that I'm local and I would love to do an open house, either a weekday or a weekend, I don't care which. I've gotten one response back so far saying no thank you. And but I've got, like I said, another 14 out there, so hopefully some things will break loose and we'll get some open houses lined up. So we got some good news. The request for repairs has been written and submitted. Yes, moving forward. So I sent it over to the listing agent. Now, from the listing agent standpoint, the seller really has one of three options.
Ooh, how's that for movie magic? So, one of three responses. The first response is that the seller could just come back and say, we'll fix everything. Well, that would be ideal. That would be awesome, but very rarely does that happen, which leads us to option two. The seller could come back and say, we will fix some things, but not all things. That happens more often than not. Option number three, the seller could come back and say, we're not going to fix anything, but we will credit you $1,000 for repair work on the final statement. It's not the same as giving my clients money, but they reduce the asking price, therefore my clients don't have to shell out any more money. Of course, they could always do a combination. They could fix some things and then credit for other things if they wanted to. Or, worst case scenario, the seller could come back and say, nope, we're not going to fix a thing. So they could go any number of ways on that one. So I guess I lied. There's more than three options. I guess technically there's 5 options. And sweet Moses, it is hot. It's 11 gabillion degrees outside. I hope you guys are appreciating the sacrifice I'm making for you.